that are destroying the ocean. I personally got one. Down there. Whew. Here we go. What's up everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we are at the South Jetty in Newport, Oregon, looking for an amazing fish called the kelp greenling. And today I'm gonna show you a method that I like to use that is a super sustainable way of fishing, and hopefully we can get a big fishy boy today. All right, we got Mr. Fish on the hook. What we're gonna wanna do is cast out at the edge of all these rocks. You kind of have to use your imagination of where this rock shelf ends underwater. Basically what we're gonna wanna do is drift this fish, this herring, and this bobber right along that rock shelf and hope that a big fish comes out to eat it. So let's give it a try. One thing to keep in mind when you're fishing, especially now that there's a biodegradable fishing line out there, is you want to make sure your you want to make sure your main line is a stronger weight capacity than your leader line. That way, if you break off your hook, you only lose a little bit of leader line that's biodegradable, like this biodegradable leader right here. It only takes 7 years for this to biodegrade versus monofilament line or braided line that could take upwards of 500 years. Also, I highly encourage you use steel products rather than lead products, like this steel weight, a steel swivel, and a steel hook. So everything down below that we could lose is all biodegradable stuff. And that's the way fishing should be. I've had a lot of success using this setup in the past. The reason why it works so well is because your bait is going to drift along the rock ledge and just present the bait in several different areas. Most oftentimes fishermen will cast out with bait that sinks all the way to the bottom. And so what tends to happen is they tend to catch more crabs. They also tend to get hung up and lose their tackle a lot easier. So using this bobber setup not only presents your bait to more fish, but it also helps reduce the amount of times you're gonna get snagged while you fish. Somebody once asked me, Jake, how can you fish and save animals? Isn't that kind of counterproductive? Just like orcas, whales, dolphins, birds, turtles, those are all air-breathing animals who eat fish. I just consider myself to be an air-breathing animal who likes to eat fish as well. I do think there's a right and wrong way to consume fish or any meat products in general. For example, there's commercial fishing that's catching millions and millions of fish per boat per year. They're losing their fishing nets, losing miles and miles of fishing line every single year for each boat. I have a huge respect for fish, and if I'm gonna eat a fish, I'd like it to be one that I got myself or that I got locally, because it just feels like something you can be more proud of and have the confidence of knowing that this is not going to hurt the ocean on the grand scale. So I kind of want to inspire and encourage something different. You know, I believe that if you want to eat fish, you should catch it yourself or buy it from somewhere local where they caught it themselves, rather than supporting these big businesses that are destroying the ocean. I personally got one. Down there. Whew. Here we go. Take a closer look. All right, this fish right here is a kelp greenling, also known as the sea trout. These guys love to live in kelp forests. They eat things like shrimp, kelp, and apparently they also love herring. So really, really beautiful fish. You can see the camouflage design on them. Take a look at its flippers as well. These flippers are really, really cool. Man, this guy is awesome. All right, let's put this guy back in the water. Bye, fishy. Another reason I choose not to keep those kelp greenling is sometimes they have these parasitic worms that live in their flesh. They're not bad for you unless you eat them undercooked. Then you could technically get infected with a oceanic parasite. But if you cook the nematodes or the parasitic worms in the fish, you can technically eat them. I just don't like eating worms. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash the thumbs up button. I will be donating 1 cent for every like this video gets to the Marine Mammal Care Center in LA. We'll see you on the next video.